When I was a kid, I had tons of these Mad paperbacks. What I liked about the paperbacks when I was a kid was, they reprinted stuff, old stuff from the late 50s, early 60s and stuff. Of course, when I got a little bit older and got wise to comic book stores, I was able to buy the actual issues. I still have one or two boxes of old Mad magazines here somewhere. I haven't opened the boxes yet. And speaking of boxes, I had all the boxes of my old Mad paperbacks, and I had them until that time I moved from Vallejo back down to Southern California. And then they mysteriously disappeared. I don't know if somebody stole them or they got confused with stuff I was giving away or throwing out. I don't know, but they disappeared. And I decided I wanted to get some. And there was a guy on eBay selling them for like $2 each. And so I picked out 8 different titles he had. I got the paperbacks that were issued in the early 60s, and I got them, and I'm amazed, they're in really, really good shape. I mean, look at this one here. This one here is from 1963, and it looks like brand new. And I almost don't want to open them up to look at them because I know I'm going to fuck them up. You know what I mean? But you know how I feel about that. It's there's no point in having them if you can't look at them. This one is actually originally came out in the early 60s. This one's from 1980. And this one's 1961. Yeah, and this one here is 1960. And this one here is from 1962. And this one here is from 1962. And this is a pretty interesting title here. It's from 1962. This one's in the worst shape of all of them. It's from 1961. But what's amazing about it, even though the front cover is all folded up and stuff, the back here is still in pretty good. This is the part of the book that usually gets really messed up, from paperbacks, But this one's actually in good shape. So, unfortunately, when I get my money, I kind of spend too much of it on books, so I'm pretty much broke for a while now. But when I get some more money, I want to get some more of these. Also, Karen was going to buy me a couple of books for my birthday. She did get me one. There's a couple books out about this kind of stuff. This one's about human archaeology, or I guess paleoanthropology, I suppose. People are always tripping on how Galileo was put on trial for daring to say that the sun revolved around the earth, and we all laugh at those times about probably feeling superior and thinking about how much more reasonable, rational, and intelligent we are in this modern era. But that's we're still the same way, because scientists got it mapped out, the progression of events, evolution, of all life on Earth, but they do find things that don't coincide with their theories all the time. How do they deal with this? They ignore it. It's inconvenient. A lot of times it's not that it's difficult to explain it, it's impossible. So they just brush it aside, pretend it didn't happen, unfortunately. So they're still kind of got that kind of Spanish Inquisition mindset about a lot of things, not just archaeology, but also racial studies and stuff like that. People ignore stuff that's not politically correct. But they do this with archaeology, they find human footprints from times when they say humans weren't even walking upright, and yet they're fully modern human footprints. Or they find modern human footprints walking through dinosaur tracks. And they find weird stuff fossilized monkey wrench or something like that. It's 2 million years old, stuff like that. So what do you do with this kind of information? Into the trash it goes. Didn't see it because it doesn't make sense. So we're just going to ignore it. So this is a book about that. This book was over $40, but you can see it's a pretty big book and it has a lot of shit in it. So apparently our scientists are ignoring an awful lot of stuff, huh? So I can't wait to read this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then that was a birthday present. And this is a book I bought. I don't know how you say that name. Haeckel Ernst. I had a smaller, shorter book of his work before my last big economic tragedy, but I just had to get it again because it has so many awesome pictures in it. I mean, look at this shit. This stuff's awesome. This is the kind of stuff you like to look at when you're fucking stoned or spun or something like that, or tripping or something like that. All these scientific pictures of various organisms, types of flora and fauna. I mean, look at these things. That's pretty trippy shit, eh? And I give you a lot of people that like to design, like, you know, wallpaper design and fabric design and stuff, because you can imagine they pretty much get a lot of inspiration from this type of work. Look at that shit. It's amazing, huh? These are actual diagrams of living things. So, I like this stuff here. This guy likes nice line work on that. So, yeah, so this is very inspirational. I've been buying here and there art books, as well as literature and history and stuff like that, and books on politics. But little by little, I'm building my library up. Of course, I have to get the, the staples, get those out of the way. And this is definitely one of the staples for any art library, I think. So, yeah, sorry I don't have any actual book reviews of books I've read, because I've been spending all my time working on my blogs. I got my serious blog I work on. And now I spend equal time working on my goofy blog, because it actually helps me maintain my sanity, because my serious blog, being sort of immersed in all that kind of negativity, really kind of freaks me out and puts me in a bad headspace. So I like to have my goofy blog to work on to kind of lighten the mood a bit, so that I'm not looking so heavy and serious. And but when my internet was down, what was it, down recently for a week or 10 days or something like that, I think I must have read 14 books, and then as soon as I get back online, all that reading activity stopped. I want to do some drawing too, because I got some mescaline, and I want to do some mescaline. I know I'm going to want to do some artwork while I'm on the mescaline, but I want to at least be used to drawing again, because trying to just pick up a pencil and draw while you're actually tripping balls on mescaline after you haven't drawn a long time, you just can't do it. So I was hoping to get back in the swing of, oh wow, look at that. Whew. See, that's real pretty stuff, huh? Isn't that amazing? Totally awesome work. If this is originally published, I believe it was either 1899 or 1903. I'm not entirely sure when. But as you can imagine, it was very popular. And I think Dover put this one out. This is one of the nicer Dover books. So I should probably just close this book, because we could spend hours and hours of videotape looking through this thing. Anyway, yeah, you might want to maybe go on Amazon or Abe's Books or whatever and get it for yourself if you like this kind of thing. I highly recommend it. I've used it an awful lot for inspiration in my own work, and I'm sure it'll be useful to you too. Alrighty, folks, I just wanted to make another video. I'm going to go back and we have to work on my blogs now, and Karen's going to clean the kitchen, and maybe I got a few other things I got some serious videos I want to make. I want to continue that series about Dana Brownfield and that whole the community access television trip, and a few other videos I want to make. So I'll see you guys later. See you in the next video. Bye.